will serve you. I believe you are meant to be queen.
Spoiler alert. In the last moments of Season 2, Episode 6, Rhaenyra opens up to Mysaria, who in turn reveals her own history and is vulnerable to Rhaenyra. Just when you think this show is done surprising you, it turns another corner. There were enough surprises in tonight's episode of House of the Dragon for a whole season, in addition to a shocking death, an unexpected cameo, and a major riot in the streets of King's Landing. It feels like a new relationship is blossoming. Rhaenyra approaches Mysaria after she confides in her that she feels she was destined to be queen, and the two give each other a hug.
I believe you are meant to be queen.
This embrace soon develops into something more, and before either of the Queensguards can stop them with news of Seasmoke.
The dragon Seasmoke has been sighted flying over Spicetown.
The two women are passionately kissing. We have to talk about that kiss before Rhaenyra departs to find out who has claimed the dragon. Welcome to Movie Spy. Rhaenyra kisses Mysaria. Why? The bond between Rhaenyra and Mysaria has been growing for some time. Even though their kiss may have seemed unexpected at the time, Rhaenyra keeps her promise to Daemon and lets Mysaria escape by boat back to Lies instead of being imprisoned at Dragonstone. After giving him instructions on how to sneak into King's Landing, Mysaria, appreciative and taken aback by her husband's decision to respect it, is about to board the ship when she notices Sir Eric approaching Dragonstone while posing as his brother Eric. Mysaria turns around and informs them about the switch instead of abandoning Rhaenyra, sparing Rhaenyra's life. Mysaria has been advising the queen ever since, particularly when she gets impatient with her own little council, using her ties with the locals to create discontent. Mysaria assists Rhaenyra in sneaking back into King's Landing to meet with Alicent and spreading tales about the Greens there. She then dispatches food-filled boats to King's Landing, sparking the first significant victory among the little people the Blacks have landed, a food riot. Aside from momentous wins such as capturing Harrenhal, the Blacks have been the underdogs in this conflict, and Mysaria has handed Rhaenyra her greatest victory to date. With Rhaenys dead, Daemon tormented in Harrenhal, and a small council that is largely ineffective and misogynistic. During their private moment, Rhaenyra shares with Mysaria her concern that Daemon would turn against her. Mysaria refutes this notion, since she also has a good understanding of the guy. Mysaria finally tells Rhaenyra how she received the scar on her neck, which helps to encourage Rhaenyra as she vents her frustrations and anxieties about the battle. Mysaria discloses that she was subjected to sexual assault by her father, who also forced her to have an abortion after attempting to kill her. There are few people who are steadfast in this world. It is cold and cruel, she declares. I believe that you are unwavering. You have seen me as deserving, even equal. I will be of service to you as a result. You deserve to be queen, in my opinion.
You have seen me as worthy, as an equal even.
For Rhaenyra, who has felt lost throughout the season, this is an essential time. She is compelled to stay at Dragonstone, so her only option is to hope that others will finish her assignments. Even though Daemon did crown her, Rhaenyra doesn't seem to have heard anyone in her life express their belief that she was destined to be queen. As the first person to accomplish her goals completely, Mysaria also declares her unwavering support for Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra reacts to this support by kissing Mysaria since, at this particular time, the other woman has shown herself to be a true comrade. Is Mysaria someone to trust? But if you've read any of George R.R. Martin's Fire and Blood, you could think that Mysaria isn't trustworthy. For one thing, it makes sense not to trust Mysaria because she is considerably more sly and resembles Larry's in the book. How can we be certain that this isn't a trick? How can we be certain that her intentions aren't merely to gain favor with Rhaenyra? Though we are unsure of her exact motivations, we do know that Mysaria despises the aristocracy and highborns and has frequently stood up for the little people. She has never, however, exhibited sadistic, callous, or harsh behavior like other spymaster figures. She has only ever been fair, even to Daemon while he was abusing her, in spite of the atrocities she endured. She may have partnered with the wrong people at King's Landing, which is why her attempt to go up the ladder there failed. The Greens burned her company down without hesitation, yet from Mysaria's stay at her court, it's probable that Rhaenyra has gained her trust. How far this relationship will go and how it will affect Rhaenyra's relationship with Daemon is another concern that looms over them. While Rhaenyra and Daemon are halves of a whole, Rhaenyra admits to Mysaria in this episode that Daemon has only ever wanted to possess her. How will Daemon feel about his wife and former sidekick hooking up, even if he manages to overcome his succession concerns during his hour of Harrenhal therapy? We'll have to wait and see. But for the time being, perhaps Rhaenyra is lucky to have someone who truly seems to support her.